Just a little bit of black pudding in my tooth there. Hi again, I'm Ryan, your host of The Toast, and guess what game I've been playing? So I gotta admit, I had my doubts after Unity. It had no good story, no good characters, and no good villain. But guess what? Syndicate has a good story, good character, and good villain! Hell, even the accents make sense now, because they're in Britain. They're not talking British in France. I gotta admit, the developers did a great job of really polishing up what used to be Unity into Syndicate. I mean, Syndicate is so much more fun, it's so much more enjoyable. They've even pushed back the modern day stuff that no one cares about anyway. Now it's just a taste of the modern day stuff, and instead of like the big heaping mouthful that the game tried to feed you over and over again and made you play and it tasted bad. Now it's just kind of cinematic stuff instead of switching up the gameplay, which always felt a bit weird. Transporting with Desmond to the future just really wrecked the flow. Or should I say, sync? Instead we get to stick with what we like, which is mainly dicking around in the past, shoving civilians and playing peekaboo with guards. And best of all, we're back on track with the whole precursor storyline, like hunting down artifacts and killing Templars. This is what the game is good at. I still remember when the first precursor thing in the very first game revealed itself, and you were like at the end of the game, and you thought, oh, it's a completely normal historical thing, just with that whole, you know, future Desmond story. Then you get this artifact at the end and suddenly this big holographic glow comes out and I was like, whoa, it blew my mind because it was like high-tech stuff in the past, and that stuff really intrigues me, stuff that doesn't belong in time periods. And it turns out that's not even future tech in the past, that's actually prehistoric tech in the past that you're playing in the future. It's the stuff that makes Assassin's Creed really interesting. I mean, it's great running around historical periods and it's really kind of a learning experience, but when you add that element of the bigger time-spanning story to it, and it's a lot more intricate than you think. I mean, some people probably don't play these games for an intricate story that they want to read the lore on and they want to play all the ancillary games. I mean, I sure don't, but I really enjoy it still, and it gives an air of mystery and an air of excitement to the whole historical drama. Now, story means nothing unless you've got a good protagonist to experience it through, and not only do we get a good protagonist in this game, we get two. Jacob and Evie Fry, they're both funny, they're sassy, they're capable, they're passionate, they're everything the Ezio wannabe Arno was not. And the ability to switch between the two mixes up gameplay and gives you these two unique stories to follow throughout the game that culminates in this big sibling team-up. Now, Evie Fry is cunning and ruthless and a really good female protagonist, but I gotta admit, Jacob kinda does steal the show because he's just this brash, witty fist on legs. I love the way he keeps going on about his gang, the Rooks. They're like his toys in this big sandbox playpen that is London. And London as a character all itself is very much a living city. I mean, even got chimney sweeps. And of course, it wouldn't be Assassin's Creed without history lessons, so of course you meet Charles Dickens and Darwin, and hell, even Florence Nightingale are in this thing. But it's the little details I enjoy, such as people falling in the water when you jump on their boat. I'm amazed at how many little details they've done, like with environmental kills. I was just having a random fight in a house, and Evie pulls out her cane, stabs the guy in the hand, pins him to a desk, hits another guy, flips over the other guy, breaks his arm, pulls the knife out, stabs the other guy. I mean, it's like a multi-kill, but it incorporates this little tiny desk in the corner. I never expected that. But apart from the people in the combat, I mean, just how you get around the city is awesome. I mean, the hook shot is genius. I mean, yes, it's completely ludicrous in real life, but this thing makes it so easy to get around those wide streets and just hookshot across the building. I traversed most of that city via hookshot. This is one hell of an arm workout. Screw the carriages. Why would you want to ride a carriage? Oh yeah, because they drift. That's right, you can London drift in carriages, and it's... I'm not gonna complain. So apart from all the fun and dicking around London town, there are also the missions, and the missions have gone back to the basics where you can choose how you want to do them. Hey, there's your target, go kill them however you want. But we do have a couple of special scenarios if you want to kind of see what we like to do and see some cool cinematics, or maybe just get a little help. But really, just stab the guy. Or shoot him, or throw a knife at him. Or blow them up, or poison them, or crush them under barrels. You know, you're an assassin, use your imagination. But I do love the fact that we're back to freedom of choice, and it just makes the whole experience so much more liberating. Although on some missions, it doesn't give you the objective of the mission until you've failed it. Yeah, that gets annoying. It's pretty much the only time I got annoyed at this game was when the missions penalized me for doing something that it didn't actually tell me I couldn't do, but then I went and did it, and that's the only way I could find out that I couldn't do it. Mostly that only applies to like the bonus objective missions, whereas I 100% sync if you go for all that stuff. I do because, you know, I'm a trophy whore, but it takes your time away, right? When you do something, you failed it, oh crap, now I've got to restart the checkpoint. Or usually the entire memory. but you can skip cutscenes, which is a real help. Like previous games, we've got a full array of outfits and weapons to play dress up with. Some good, some bad. Volcanic bombs, bloody useless. But other things like the simple darts and the cane sword. The cane sword's actually pretty badass, even though it doesn't kill people very fast. For that, you need a kukri. Now, granted, there's choice of weapons that you do have, like the little ancillary ones like bombs and darts and stuff. Does get a little annoying in the menu. The menu system, when you're in combat and you've got to click on the left on the D-pad or right on the D-pad, whatever it is, to select your smoke bombs or something. They can't tell you the amount of times I was trying to smoke bomb out of a place and started like vault bombing and firing darts and throwing knives and stuff. I was like, I just want the smoke! I just want the smoke! But it did not stop me from mastering combat pretty quickly. I mean, it's an easy combat to do, you know, you just counter, break a block, and hit people. The multi-kills are beautiful. You can kill up to 4 people in one big long cinematic, and they're awesome to watch. It's like, oh, okay, I can rest my thumbs and watch, you know, Evie kick some ass. I like it. Now, it's really hard to beat Assassin's Creed Black Flag, or Rogue for that matter, but this one is definitely a contender, and it deserves a toast. Granted, I'm British, so I might be biased. Cheers. Hood hair. The greatest of assassin problems. Well, that and laundry bills. Have you seen how much they weigh? Well, and they get covered in blood, I suppose. If you're a good assassin. Bad ones just get covered in